Welcome back to Morning Joe. It is 36 past the hour. A live look at New York City as the sun comes up on this Tuesday morning.
All right.
Joining us now, Director of the Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy and Professor in the Medical School at the University of Minnesota, Dr. Michael Osterholm. Great to have you back on the show. Let's talk about the new CDC guidance, advice for fully vaccinated people. How do you think the CDC is doing in its messaging as we wade our way through the maybe last year or two of this pandemic?
Well, you said a very important word here in that this is for fully vaccinated people, these recommendations. We don't want others to be confused by that. And what they're really trying to do is take the science that we have with the practical reality of everyday life and merge them together so that people actually feel the protection of their vaccine as much as they have the protection from their vaccine. And so I think these new guidelines, which they emphasized repeatedly yesterday, they'll keep working to get them right. They'll keep shifting towards more openness as we get more information. And so I think they did a good job. We need to get this out to the public that these are for the people vaccinated only, and that if for those not yet vaccinated, this should be all the more incentive to get vaccinated.
Doctor, it'll be a while before we figure out exactly the impact of these vaccines as far as whether you can still pass COVID along, still get COVID, but it doesn't have a huge impact on you. What can you tell us from anecdotally, from the evidence that you're sifting through, from the information that's coming in? What impact does the vaccine have as far as catching it, passing it along, all that information that we're sorting through right now?
Well, it's kind of a tale of two cities. The first city is one where if you look at the vaccines that we're using right now and you look at the strains or the variants of the virus that are in the United States circulating, and the vaccines are outstanding. They're really performing very well, giving us a very high level of protection. The other city, however, is the one we're seeing throughout parts of South America and Africa, where, in fact, there's certain strains of the virus, variants as we call them, that actually are able to evade the immune protection of the vaccine that we currently have. And these are the ones that really have us concerned about where do we go in the future. Now, it's our hope, but we all know hope is not a strategy, that we're not going to see a wide circulation of these variants that are able to undermine the protection from the vaccines. So as long as it stays where it's at right now in this country, our vaccines are working very well against the viruses that are here. But we have to keep one eye open all the time about these variants that could become more common. That would really be a challenge for us with our vaccines.
Dr. Osterholm, it's Willie Geist. Good to see you this morning. I know I sound like a broken record today and in other days, but let me ask you about schools. Do you see any reason why schools shouldn't be open at this point, given the evidence we have, the science we have, what pediatricians have said about the benefits outweighing the risks of schools being open?
You know, Willie, we have a collision course with destiny on our hands right now with regard to schools. I've talked about this last time I was on the show. This B.1.1.7 variant from the United Kingdom is now really taking off in the United States, and is taking off in a large way in schools. Right here in Minnesota, we have a major outbreak unfolding of the likes I've never seen before in terms of the dynamic transmission of the virus. Literally new counties every day where we're starting to see more widespread transmission in school children with then transmission to adults. And so I think that we're trying basically to plant our petunias in a Category 5 hurricane right now. I think the next 3 to 5 weeks, we're going to see major outbreaks in schools throughout the United States with B.1.1.7. This virus is affecting kids like it is in Europe and is different than what we saw the previous viruses. And I think we just are going to have a real challenge. We're going to be opening schools and I think closing schools all within a matter of weeks.
So do you think the baseline is to get every teacher vaccinated and then it will be safe, including against the variant you're talking about?
Well, it is, in fact, surely we want to make sure that we get all the teachers vaccinated eventually. I, for one, have been one of those saying we need to vaccinate everyone 65 years of age and older. We still have 45% of our population over 65 who have not seen a drop of vaccine. We know this is where the most severe illness is. We know this is where the deaths are. 80% of the deaths in this country occur in those 65 years of age and older. So with this new surge coming, and I must add, you know, one day does not make for a pandemic. But we have been previously over the past several weeks seeing case numbers per day in the 40 and 50,000. Today we're almost at 100,000. And I think that we're starting to see this curve go back up. It's exactly what we predicted. I can tell you that in many states right now, we're seeing that the B117 is now making up 45 to 50% of all the viruses that are being found. We found in Europe, when you got over 50%, you saw major transmission surges. So I think that it's going to be hard right now to deal with this B117 in schools, whether teachers are vaccinated or not.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank all of you out there.
Thank you as always.
Thanks to at home.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for letting us into your homes during these extraordinary times.